Welcome to the Numinous Factor, the home of spiritual and metaphysical exploration through the guiding lights of Ronnie Mae James, medium, and Claudia Ruland, astrologer. Debate and discussion, observation and openness, stimulation and sensitivity to all matters pertaining to our soul. The Numinous Factor.
Hello everybody, it's Ronnie and Claudia back again for episode 7. And in this episode that we're going to talk about Orbs, reincarnation and the year of the pig. And last week we did sort of touch on connecting body and mind and how to focus and how to connect with nature and try and build our spiritual awareness. And in that episode we made reference to 2019 and the year of the pig. And so this is Claudia's wonderful chance to show her expertise about all the little animals that make up the Chinese astrology.
Woohoo!
Which is great. So over to you, Claudia.
Yes, well, hey, Ronnie, and how's your week been? Did you have a good week?
Oh, it's been a good week, actually.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's
productive.
bloody hot out there.
Oh my God, yeah.
If it gets any hotter, I'm going to be wondering where I am. We are coming into the Chinese New Year, which starts on the 5th of February. That's in a few days. This year we are in the year of the pig. Now, a few people might sort of be wondering the origins of the Chinese astrology. So just a little bit of background. The Jade Emperor wanted to select 12 animals to be his guards of the heavenly gate. He sent an immortal being into the human... That would have been yourself, I'm sure, Ronnie.
Yes.
Into the human world to spread the message that the earlier the animals arrived through the heavenly gate, the better the rank they would have. And I guess who was first?
Yeah, I think I'd be more like Dr. Dolittle when it comes to animals. They just seem to smell sweets on me or something. Oh, she got food on her, I'll follow her.
That's it. Oh, the rat apparently got in there first.
Yeah.
Okay, so... what I did was I put a little bit of a snapshot of everybody's year. So if look up what animal you are this year. So depending on what year you were born, it will tell you what animal you are. So you can look that one up. So just as a bit of a snapshot, in the year of the pig, 2019. For the rat, we have a year full of happiness and prosperity. That one's mine. Which one's yours?
Oh, I'm the tiger.
You're the tiger.
Yeah,
well,
tiger. Playful tiger.
Oh, I do like tigers. Big pissy cats.
Apparently, a lot of Chinese don't have insurance if they have a tiger living in the house.
Oh,
yeah, because apparently they're extremely lucky. Things like that don't happen, but I'd like to say I'm not sure that I would be that stable, really.
So is that a real tiger or just a tiger?
Yeah. Now that I've given up smoking and the hard drugs, I'm not a liability anymore. When I used to drink meths and smoke cigarettes.
That was in another life. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Well, the tiger, born in a strong and independent zodiac sign as a general rule, you do what you please. This year, though, you will need to learn how to come to terms with others.
Yeah, that's interesting, isn't it?
Might be a little bit relevant, yeah. The ox, a good year for the ox, a time with good opportunities to make some money. Rabbit, an excellent year is waiting for you. A bit less wary than usual. You easily get close to others and make new friends. Dragon, for you, the impact of the pig's calmness will mean a year of reconsiderations. Snake, this year you'll have to be combative and persuasive. Horse, this year is going to be more auspicious than last year. Goat, this year, all your ambitions will be fulfilled. Monkey, a year under the influence of chance and potential prosperity. Rooster, this year you need to actually pay attention to the quality of your relationships with others if you want to succeed. Dog, this year count only on your own efforts in order to succeed. And finally, Pig, this is your year. Start by setting your priorities and then get to work. Once you start moving, you will start to see results. There you go. I thought that was a bit interesting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the Chinese astrology because I think when I got into it and started to read up about it, the characteristics I thought were far more aligned to like myself, my personality, and especially my husband, my partner, who is a horse. And he's built like a horse. I don't mean like that. I mean like he's muscular.
He's very tall.
He's a big
for
fella.
our listeners.
Yeah, he's a big fella.
Yeah.
And you know, as you know, heavy horses they're not nimble on their feet, are they? You know, the old cart horse plods along.
Yeah.
Whereas the tiger's the naughty, sort of kind of mischievous. Come on, let's go and do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what did you say you were?
Me, I'm the rat.
Oh, the rat.
Rat. And there's different kinds of rats. I think you have the wood rat and the water rat and so forth.
Metal.
So that metal. So you've got different elements again that also influence your personality. So I know with rats, and it is actually interesting how they've put all this together because when you think about the animal and you think about their characteristics, I mean, rats are very fiercely independent. They can be very clever. They're very good at working things out. If one thing doesn't work, something else will, and so forth. And they're very good at survival techniques. So if
Like the soulish, you mean? Sorry, I couldn't have that one. You know, little ruddy rat. Hey, you're in my sewer.
But they always land on their feet. And when I sort of look back over my entire life, it's a lot of that has been my journey. I mean, about the survival side of things. I mean, no matter what adversity I've come across, I've always come out on top. I mean, because I just have a way of looking at something and thinking, right, how can I make this work?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Interesting, though, the selection of animals. Because, you know, you'd wonder why there's some sort of kind of left out, like the cat or the cow.
Yeah.
I mean, a bit weird to have a giraffe or a zebra in there.
Yeah,
but
there's a lot of animals that are left out. I don't think there's any birds in there either.
Oh, there's a rooster.
Oh, rooster. Well, okay. Well, I guess they kind of count as a bird because they have feathers. That's about it.
Yeah. Funny though, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. So, anyway, leading on nicely to the connection of the year of the pig and how those kind of, I suppose they describe our characteristics and our journey, you know, what we're likely to expect for 2019. And when you think about it, you know, everything we do and say in some respects is connected spiritually. We are connected to each other and the earth and the universe. So the spirit world likes to reveal itself in very different ways. And these different ways can be, you know, something quite different to people. And, you know, I'm sure in your journey along in your lifetime you'll have experienced something like a book flying out of the shelf, or could have been sort of a ghostly apparition, or it could be a sound or a smell, or maybe just the presence, the feeling of something. And then we kind of think about orbs, and not many people really understand or know what orbs are about.
So what is an orb in your interpretation? You being a psychic medium?
So, you know, you think about what is an orb and what are they and how do they appear. It's a presence of a form of spiritual entity that likes to come and visit depending on what you're doing. And I've no doubt that you'll be able to clarify some of those things in your research that you did recently. But I noted that when I did a hypnosis course, hypnotherapy at the academy, the principal of that academy, or the main, you know, lecturer, often would talk about when he meditated, and he had this quite unusual appearance of a number of orbs.
Yep.
And he actually got them filmed by somebody else while he was meditating, and at one point there was something like 5 or 6, and there were different colours. I know that you know, you can, I don't know what the different colours represent, but I know that they arrive, and this was one of the channels when they arrived was when he was meditating. But we wouldn't know, would we, unless we were watching one another, if you were going to a meditation. But
Well, I find it's interesting too, like a lot of people who normally don't have spiritual, not so much beliefs, but just, it's not really sort of something they're looking for, but quite often if they've been filming something, they will see an unusual blip or something odd in their video footage. And everybody has cell phones now, everybody, or mobile phones. And quite often when you're filming video, even my own daughter the other night, she was just filming the little dog. He was doing this weird thing where he was just pacing around the coffee table. So she decided to film him because she thought it was a bit odd. Like, why is he just... She said, it's like someone's following him, the way he just... And she thought it was quite amusing. So she started filming him. When she played the video back, so she didn't see this with the naked eye, but when she played the video back, there was an orb. Something was following him around the table. Yeah. And then the feeling that I got was... Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear, but my dogs are just sort of around us at the moment, and they're making their own little lovely noises.
While they're licking parts of their body.
As they do. And all of a sudden you could see this little orb following around. And I got this feeling like it was a little girl that had just come to visit and quite liked... Because one of my little dogs looks like a little teddy bear, and she's obviously decided that she liked him, and she's just appeared and felt quite comfortable in this space, and she's just following him around the table. But he's obviously realized that someone's following me, and he didn't like it. But another instance that I had was over Christmas time. We are quite mad with our decorations, as Ronnie can attest, I'm sure.
I find it hilarious. But sorry,
she walked
Claudia.
in and said, "What the hell is going on?"
Not my style at all.
Yeah, Christmas threw up in here.
It's like Santa's grotto. It's like these little houses. You get them in Ireland at the bottom of the garden. With lights in them, and everybody leaves out some food, but she's got it in a sitting area.
Oh my gosh.
She'll have tickets. It's great.
Well, I like setting up my little Christmas village, which is something that my mother, until she passed over, was something that she quite enjoyed doing. And so when I set mine up, I actually set up my video camera so I could do a bit of a panning shot. And I was filming it from the beginning of the... to the left there, just where I had sort of the train, and then I had all little villages, little houses, little people. So I'm just very slowly panning across. There's no sound in the room. And I just thought I'd just sort of video this, and I was going to send it to my little grandson. And when I played the video back, sure enough, an orb appeared. And within seconds after the orb appeared and disappeared, there was a sound. And when I played the video back again, I realized that one of the little lamp posts in the village was kind of off to the side, and I reckon it was Mum reaching and trying to fix it, but she'd accidentally knocked it over because you could hear this little tick sound. But yeah, the actual orb appeared 4 times in the video. So I actually posted it on Facebook because I just thought, share it with my friends, have a look at this, see what you think, and everyone was quite impressed. But what I was going to say was, before you mentioned about the colors with the orbs, there is a bit of a story with the different colors and what they mean. So I don't know what anyone out there has seen or what they've seen on videos, or in real life, if you've caught something on your own home video or whatever. But the different colors do mean something different. So for example, a white orb or silvery colored orb can come from a higher plane, and they're offering protection. So if you see that color, that's what it means.
I think they're the most common, actually.
They are the most common.
White and blue.
And I think green is the next one, but we've got black or brown, which sometimes if you watch the the ghost hunting shows, I think that's the color they see the most often, because you also see like a little mist. And these are quite often considered low-level entities. Caution is advised when entering a space where they appear. These orbs could also be simply warning the visitor to stay away, or just somebody who doesn't want you in their house where they think they still live.
Yeah, so it's amazing that, because not that I would want to be in a room with a load of blue, black and brown orbs, but people do need to be aware that there are, spirits that are not that friendly. Unless you've protected yourself, you can walk into a minefield, really. Yeah, well, that's the thing. If you were kind of a nasty person when you were here, like in the physical world, and I mean like nasty, just because all of a sudden you've crossed over and you've gone into spirit doesn't suddenly mean you would suddenly become nice. You're still nasty. You take that with you. You've got a lot of stuff that you need to get through, and that